It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by sweat and dirt and blood, who strives valiantly and errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who know neither victory nor defeat. This quote I've lived my life by. I read it when I was 8 years old, and it struck a chord with a motherfucker like me. I saw Trump go and try to denuclearize a fucking country where everybody else had failed. He looked and said, maybe I can be successful. I think of Trump and what he's accomplished without effort, right? Like, he never wanted to be the president of the United States. He had no intention of this shit. But he figured, fuck it, while I'm here, if God calls me, this is what I should be doing. And I see a lot of his critics on a regular basis laugh and joke and point, and they stand here and they celebrate when our country fails. It's something that I can't get behind. I've never been a big government individual. I've never been a statist. I've never been somebody who can stand here and really say that I love my government. But I love my people, and I love my country, and I die for this land. I die for my family, my morals, my beliefs, my heritage, my culture, my ancestors. Not just because that's what's expected of me. Not just because some words coming out of my fucking mouth, but because that's really what it is. And to sit here and watch the celebrations, to sit here and watch our media not get behind the ideology of world peace, which this lofty goal has been something we've all been trying to achieve for years and years and years. It's something that we've all dreamed of. A world that we don't have to know war in. A world that we can stand here and say, you know what, we're never going to have to hide up under desks. We're never going to have to sit here and worry about our children fucking getting bombed out in a nuclear fucking holocaust. It's something that we've all dreamed of over the years. Bringing peace to millions and billions of people. And you celebrate when it fails. What type of human being are you? What type of man are you? What type of individual are you? Your fucking peoples are the worst type of human beings on this planet. There's nothing worse than the left wing right now. There is legitimately nothing worse than the good for nothing piece of shit lefty worthless cocksuckers in this country. And it's really coming down to a point where they're literally standing in the way of our country achieving any type of goals. I don't want to be the one to call for violence or anything of this nature. But it's getting down to that point where it's almost unavoidable. As you sit and watch as they laugh, and they sit and watch as they fucking chide and deride individuals who are trying to achieve these goals that we all set for ourselves decades ago. These weak, soft, suburbanite piece of shit motherfuckers celebrating the fact that there will never be world peace. After so many men have died and so much sacrifice has been made for it. It's a sad fucking state of affairs in our fucking country. I hope one day, I really do, that all these people get rounded the fuck up, attached to a giant boulder, and pushed into the Marianas fucking Trench. Because every last one of them deserves to feel that fucking sweet embrace. I want to say fuck you to the left wing of this fucking country. I want to say you're all useless, you're all worthless, you're all horrible, good for nothing human beings. You're all pieces of shit. And I can't believe that you're American citizens and that I have to breathe the same fucking air that you do. I want to say thank you, Mr. Trump, for attempting this lofty goal. And I understand this is all part of negotiations. Sometimes you have to walk away from the table. The individuals, what they did was Kim Jong-un asked for unilateral relief of sanctions on his country and sanctions on his fucking government. And Donald Trump said, no, we need to talk about you fucking getting rid of your nuclear weapons first. And neither one of them wanted to move. And Donald Trump ended it and walked away. This is part of negotiations. Sometimes you have to stand up and walk away. There will be more meetings, more opportunities for this. But you fucking assholes, legitimately, the whole time this was going on, not only were you undermining the whole operation, but you were also screaming that he was going to jail, undermining his negotiating position. At some point, you have to fucking realize that you're the goddamn problem. Legitimately. And that there's things that are more important than the 1% of our fucking population who's fucking transgendered. And that you feel as though are being disrespected. You have to understand that equality is already here. And that your social bullshit is what's causing the majority of the fucking issues in this goddamn country. That racism doesn't really exist anymore. That we can live in peace if you stop fucking talking about shit. That the world can become a better place if you just leave shit alone and stop worrying about things and overthinking your goddamn positions. That this country is the greatest country that the world has ever fucking produced. That the reason why your jobs don't pay shit and why you can't afford anything is because of the fact that they continue to rise the population through immigration. And that individuals coming in here working for next to nothing and bringing in extra labor harms you, and unions are not going to solve it when countries can just bring in cheap labor from overseas. Understand something. The majority of the shit that you scream and bitch about, the majority of the shit that you fucking want, is shit that's fucking contrary to your fucking position. Is shit that's bad for our entire country as a whole. The idea that we should have a Green New Deal is dumb as shit. Spending any more than $1 billion on anything at this fucking point is fucking retarded. We should build the goddamn wall. Help clean up our fucking country. Start working on our domestic problems like the fucking drug abuse epidemic between meth and heroin that's going on. And really look at our country as a whole as to what we can do to make things better. This has been Tom Pease with Penoid Motherfucking News. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. I hope you're enjoying the content. Support the channel. We got a subscribe star now. We have a Patreon. We got a motherfucking Streamlabs account. Hey man, anything helps keep us motherfucking going. Me being able to pay Excel for our Thursday streams that we do because he does amazing work. And me continuing to be able to put content out and upgrade my equipment to make better content for you and stay more connected and make more videos quicker. I want to thank you very much for this opportunity to speak to you today, and thank you all for all the views I get on a regular basis. It's been Tom Pease. Peace be like one, my brother. Walk with God. Later.